This is the part where the main character tells them that the madam in the house and the son were the true sister-in-law and nephew of his uncle, and that they were the wife and son of the uncle's brother. That he's like, oh yes, these are their true identities. And everyone's shocked. They're like, oh, you did what you did out of despisement and jealousy. You wanted to strip them of their true rights, killed them over it, and became the nephew. And he's like, hey, let me finish, let me tell my story, let me continue, because I got more to inform you guys of. Yes, I was there when she got the information and learned the truth that she wasn't abandoned, because for years she believed she was abandoned. But remember, the uncle's brother died right after they built and established their sack. He died. He had promised her when they were lovers that he would come back for her, and he was writing letters for her while he was building and establishing his sack. But one day he stopped writing letters because he died, but she believed he abandoned her. And so she raised her child on her own while running the house. But in truth, he would have come for her the moment he was done establishing his sack. When he finished his mission, he was coming for her, but he died. He wasn't able to keep his promise, and she's informed that by the uncle's sender. He sent a messenger/investigator to her to find her, and this investigator tells her all the truth. And she's utterly horrified. Suddenly, unlike the main character, her son is awful. Her son is a vile little creature that refuses to study, even though he can actually go to school and studies, and does horrible, vile things to the main character. They lied to the investigator about his actual true personality, and the main character is sent out to search for the madam's child. He finds the child with a group of other boys, doing something horribly vile to a little girl. He's witnessed this, so they have to get rid of him. They're like, we can't kill him, what can we do? They instead frame it on him. The vile, horrible thing they do to a little girl, they frame him for it. And he is imprisoned and whipped and is, for the supposed crime. And the madam knows this, but won't speak out for the main character. Now, this makes everyone more like, oh, this is more reason why you got rid of them, right? Because they framed you for this, right? And she won't speak out for you, so you got rid of them. And I'm like, let him speak, let him tell more of the story. Like, I'm getting tired of you guys keep like interrupting him. Like, let him speak, let him tell all the facts first. Like, come on, let him speak. But yeah, reading the scenes of the main character's past before he entered the sack, like, was so heart-wrenching, so horrible. Like, I was clinging to my pearls. Like, I've read some tragic backstories, but I think the main character got it the worst. Like, come on, it was horrible, and he still turned out to be a good person. Like, yes, his past self was a horrible person, but that was because of the flower inside of him. He still remembers all the horrible things he went through, and is still a good person. If it hadn't been for the flower inside of him, he would still been a good person. Yes, he would have gone to Barthel's, but sooner or later he would have straightened himself out if it hadn't been for the flower. He would have turned his ways. Like, he would have still had a good relationship with his teacher. He would still had a good relationship with his cousin, his sack members, his uncle, his aunt. And it wouldn't have gone the same way as it did in the past, where he got accused of these horrible crimes and his uncle believed them. His uncle wouldn't, like he did this time around. His uncle didn't believe them because he saw the goodness that his nephew wouldn't do those horrible things. Like, it is so heart-wrenching. Like, he would have always been a good person, even going through all those horrible things, which is always my favorite kind of characters, is those who go through horrible things and don't do bad things. Like, I love those characters, and he was one of those characters. If it hadn't been for the fight moonlight putting the flower in him, he wouldn't have done those horrible things. Like, I'm crying. I'm literally crying. So I had saw spoilers where the cousin kind of causes his sack to be kind of destroyed, or at least the death of his parents, because his anger gets the best of him and he says something and it leads to others targeting and destroying their sack, or at least killing his parents. and he comes to hate himself over it. And I think I come to the scene, well, because throughout books 6 and 7, it kind of foreshadowed it. You know, the main character repeatedly stopping his cousin from making a scene or, you know, attacking somebody over something, even though the person would deserve it. And again, the main character would let his mouth run, and so would the Maui. Like, they would both let their mouths run and their hands run. But when the main, you know, cousin would want to do the same thing, they told him, back off, stay out of this, because they knew if he tried anybody, it would lead to their sack getting eyes on them, and the hatred some people have for the best girl and her man would lead to their sack. And I'm like, but you guys are like a head person. One of you are a head person, and the other one is the nephew, who is supposedly the son of one of the, you know, sack founders. Like, you guys' opinions will cause people the air and hatred towards your sack just as much as his opinions would. But I think I got it to the scene. So he's getting tired of how the sack judge is hating upon and ridiculing and won't even let the main character have word edgewise. And he goes up to the person and physically pulls them off their seat. He's like, oh, shut your mouth. You keep your mouth shut. You don't know him. You're a liar. You won't even let him speak. You are a liar. Like, he has to be literally pulled off by his dad. And he has to leave the scene. He's calling everybody liars. And he's like, I'm off. And I'm like, ooh, ooh. Like, this is full on giving main character from Demonic Convention vibes. Because again, it was literally like that. Fully like that. I'm like, honey, shut your mouth at this typical moment. I love you, but like, you don't realize you're bringing calamity on your sack. Like, come on, I love you, but you're bringing calamity on your sack. Like, this is not a moment for you to do the right thing. This is a moment you keep your mouth shut, stay in the background, and figure something else out. Like, you want to help the Wind Clan, but you could have gone a whole different direction to save the Wind Clan. You might could have brought, like, somebody like the Mastermind's brother to the actual area where you snuck into to save, you know, the Wind Clan's member, brought him there, showed him what the actual treatment was. He would have sided you and backed you up. Like, you brought calamity not just on the Wind Clan, but on your brother's clan, like on your clan. Like, it was a dangerous situation, and it's exactly like this. I'm like, cousin, little cousin, you're my baby, I'll protect you, I'll fight these people for you, just like I would have done for the main character in Demonic Convention. But I was like, honey, this is not the moment you put a scene. This is not the moment you put on a scene, especially when you're mating your brother, your cousin, is supposedly a criminal, and this is the judge that will hang him, and he will hang your clan with him. Like, oh.